Ooh, I'm live. I didn't realize so many people would be waiting here. How you doing? How y'all doing? How's everybody doing today? This lovely Monday afternoon. Baby, tell me how you doing. TikTok, there, Makeup Monster. I don't know why this thing, as soon as you set it up, it like, I guess puts a live on YouTube. And then people think that you're live when you're not even like ready. I had to put some water in my fish tank, so I wasn't 100% ready. Hold on, I'm just gonna pull my chat up over here. Give me a second. Give me a second. How's everybody doing today? Crazy Nurse Granny in the house. Sarah, how you doing, girl? Serendipity. B-Fergs. B-Fergs, no, I'm good. I'm good. So I ended my live the other day a little abruptly because I was getting some phone calls. Snoop, really, dude? Really, bro? Oops, hold on. Let me just mute this. Hold on. Okay, we're muted. Okay, here we go. Yeah, so I was getting some phone calls from some asshole. And interestingly enough, should I show you guys? I could show you guys. Hold on a second. Let me just forward this to myself. I'm stingy, but I can't find it. Hold on a second. Let me just find that. Let me just find this. Just so you guys could see how fucking depraved people are. Here it is. Okay. Baby, tell me how you do it. Okay. Okay. All right, let me forward myself this. Here we go. There it is. Oh God, I don't want to restart my computer. Stop asking me. Open that up. I'm going to show you how depraved people are. Hey, Susan. How you doing, girl? How you doing? How you doing? All right, so let's take a look at this. Let's take a quick little look at this little thing here. I told you I will restart later. Bye. Okay, hold on. Gotta find my StreamYards. Let me grab that. Grab this. Hold on. Hold on. Application window. Okay, so this is how many times I was called. So you see where it's red? That means I didn't answer it. Okay. And then the black is where I answered it. Okay. So I answered it while I was live one time and I said hello and they didn't say anything. Okay. Then I answered it and see what happened the second to last time right here. You guys see that? At 1:30. I answered it and I said, excuse me. I said, what did I say exactly? I didn't answer right away. And so when the phone picked up, I heard somebody talking. So I heard a voice. I heard a voice. Very distinctive voice. I won't say who it is, but I will say that it was a very, very recognizable and distinctive voice. One that's unmistakable, right? And so this next time right here, when they called, I answered again. And I said the person's name that I thought it was. And that was the last time they called right there. It's pretty interesting, right? So this person that I pretty sure has admitted to prank calling people in the past. No, it wasn't a whiny voice, Christy. It was a kind of just distinctive voice. I'll leave it there. So there's a person, you know, not many people have my phone number, right? Snoop, shut up. Not many people have my phone number. Snoop, come on. Snoop! So I know there's only a few people have my phone number. So I was kind of it's kind of pretty easy to narrow it down. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me see what this idiot's barking at. Yeah. So I know that this person has pranked people before in the past. And I can guarantee you this person, and here's the saddest part. This person's not 16 years old. They're not 13 years old. They're not 12. They're in their 40s. And this is what they do with their time. Their time. So then later on, after this live, somebody went live, and two people that I now know were up late enough to see this, they start talking about a comment that was left in my live, which was interesting. But we'll just leave it there. The owl. Woo-hoo. It wasn't exactly the owl, but anyway. I just can't help but wonder to myself, what kind of grown fucking adult does this shit, you know? What kind of grown-ass woman sits there and does this kind of shit? So, I mean, I wouldn't do such a thing. It's kind of fucking immature, but hey, you know, to each their own. I can't really help you there. I can't help you there. Richard Arnold, catfish German politician. Okay. I don't know what to say about that. Some name there, though. That is some name there. Thought they gave themselves away when they went live. Yeah, please note, they did. They certainly did. So, yeah. That's that. Pretending she was someone else. Oh, interesting. Is that true, Sarah? I didn't know that. That's an interesting. Well, there's this one person who admitted to pranking me, and they also called me one time trying to, like, bully me, like, as if they were gonna scare me with their big, loud voices. I'm not scared of many people. I'm not. German lady, my people don't claim you. So, yeah. Yeah, could somebody get rid of that? Please. I don't know what that's all about. I don't know any German politicians, but anyway. It's pretty obvious, F-bomb mom. It's pretty fucking obvious. It's pretty goddamn obvious. I don't know, Paige. I wasn't in there. I was actually busy last night, so I didn't see. Yeah, it could be many people. Many people. No, Alexis, I think I gave my number to this person, so they had it. But they had it already, but I gave it to them again. But I know that this person had my my number for quite some time, and they have called me before. Are you not allowed to do the greasies? No, Samantha, I am. I remember you saying something about they could watch all they want. I will continue my series. They're kind of out of the picture, to be honest with you. They were definitely watching and trying to continue their manipulation, but I will finish it, and I will finish it. And then I was thinking the other day I might do like a possible kind of prequel to that in a sense, but not, I don't know. I got to think about it. So people definitely need hobbies. That's for sure. That is for sure. For sure. Anyway, so yeah. So how's everybody doing today though? Have they showed your number on a live before? No, Christy, it's not that person. I don't believe. I don't believe it was that specific person, no. But might have been somebody involved with them. I was live, so they knew I was on my phone, and so they were like trying to F my live up, basically. And it was just ridiculous because grow the fuck up. Grow up. Grow up. That's all I could say. There's a lot of people on here that need to do that, but who am I to say? You know? Is their hobby, this is their hobby, not even crochet, takes their mind off of it. Yeah, pretty sad, right? Imagine that was like your hobby. Like, just, I don't know. I can't imagine. Hey, NYC, I can't imagine. Oh, Alexis, you have a sinus infection? Dude, I hate sinus infections. I get like 2 a year at least. And, they're the worst. Hey, Sharon. Yeah, it would be depressing. As a grown adult, it's kind of sad. Not gonna lie. Like, could you imagine? I don't know. I've heard things in the last couple of weeks people say, and I'm just like, we're grown women, right? Grown women. Like, why are we even worried about these kinds of things? You know, nobody should be worried about these kinds of things. Think Flower for Life. Oh my God. Jeez. Thank you so much. Gosh. Thank you. I don't know why I just said gosh. I don't say that. But thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for... Yeah, I have some good friends around here. What the fuck is going on in this house right now? Prank calls are baby shit. Babyish, yeah. Stop barking! God damn it, Snoop. Flowers, thank you so much. I really super appreciate it. Super appreciate it. That's a weird one. I don't even know what today's date is. I guess we're on the 17th. What did everybody get for Valentine's Day? I got some chocolate covered strawberries that I haven't eaten yet. That's all I want. Like, I don't like flowers. I hate flowers because flowers die, and flowers also remind me, and no offense to anybody, but flowers always remind me of a... Alicia, why are you in here? I didn't even say your name. Guilty conscience girl? Why are you in here? Nobody's talking about you. Holy shit. Look at that. Flowers remind me of like funerals, and I just don't like them. Oh, happy birthday. Please note. Please note. Pisces season. Are we there yet? No, we're not there yet. But, oh, Lolly. Happy birthday, Lolly. Snoop's birthday's in November. Yeah, exactly, crazy nurse granny. There's no peace treaties around here. That's why I don't do fucking peace treaties. Nobody's going to have... Nobody's going to have anything to ever hold over me. I don't fucking play those games. But anyway... So yeah, there was flowers. The flowers just remind me of a funeral home. I just don't like it. I don't know. It's very strange. So, and they die anyway. They die. And so it's like a couple of days in a vase. They're nice to look at, but then they die. And that's it. Oh, Lullaby, you're a Pisces? Yeah, I'm a Pisces. I like Nikes. Food spicy. I'm a Pisces. So yeah, I'm like, don't get me flowers. I don't like them. I don't like to be reminded of funerals. Thanks. I can't take the smell. I don't know. It just brings me back to being at funerals. It is almost Pisces season, girl. Hybrid Pisces. How come oh, okay. I see you on there. I see you on there. So... Thank you, Sharon. Okay, so I'm not the only fucking weirdo that thinks that. Who? Eli, please don't call anybody a heroin addict. But nobody does give a fuck, but that's all right. Pisces here. Oh, when's your birthday, Alexis? Mine's March 5th. I work at a flower shop for my friend when she needs me. So I don't want flowers unless I could plant them. See, that's me too, Christy Andrews. Like, if you got me a nice plant, like an orchid or something, Paige, You know this, girl. I would love that, you know, or yeah, something that I could plant and keep alive for an amount of time. I don't want. Oh, Alexis, that's my nephew's birthday. My nephew's twin. Is it the twins? Yeah, the twins. I have twin nephews. Jewelry is better than flowers. Yeah, I'll say that. But I have so much jewelry. I don't need any more jewelry. I have tons of jewelry. I don't even have. I love rings, but I don't have any fingers left for rings. So, I mean, I could, you know, have a ring on every finger, but that looks kind of fucking weird. So, I don't know. I have tons of bracelets. I have tons of like, oh no, you know what? I could actually use more necklaces, but I don't really. I want a nameplate. I want a fucking diamond nameplate with my whole name on it. I had a nameplate, but I lost it. I don't know where it is. It was gold anyway, so I don't wear gold anymore. Because everybody, ooh, a sewing machine. Ugh, I'm so jealous of you, Christy. I need to learn how to use a sewing machine so bad. So bad. 2 chains. I got 2 chains. I got 3 chains. My husband bought me a really nice necklace for Christmas with diamonds in it. Um, you wear yours still? I want one. I want it. I always want the like the double plated diamond ones, but I have a lot of nameplates. I bought myself a lot of them. Hey, guess what's cool? Take newspaper, wet it, mix flower seeds, lay flat. Hold on, wait. Make a greeting card. Plant a. Oh, that's a good idea. The truth. That's a good idea. I'm gonna pin that comment right there. I like that. I like that. I found these really cool things. They're like these little. They look like pills, and they have a bunch of flower seeds in them, and you plant them in the spring. I'm like, ooh, I'm so excited to do this. I bought them the other day. Not as gifts, just in nature. Yeah, exactly. Flower for life. Me too, girl. Me too. I got a sewing machine last Christmas. Haven't taken it out of the box. Oh my god. Oh my god, Moxie, what happened? Don't worry, girl. Get that taken care of. Oh my god. She broke her front tooth. Yeah, I like white gold too, Jim. I don't like the yellow gold. I don't know. Like, I finally realized after years of trying to figure out whether I was like warm toned or cool toned skin with my skin tone that I'm actually neutral, which makes me extremely lucky because I could wear either or. I could get away with gold or silver and they both look okay on me. But I do prefer uh I prefer white gold, which I didn't know this. So white gold, I didn't know this until I had gotten my engagement ring. And if I look at my engagement ring next to my wedding band, because my wedding band is platinum and my engagement ring is gold, which is called rhodium. So what they do is they take yellow gold and they dip it into this rhodium. So that makes it white. So after a while, like right now, mine could use a rhodium dip. It's been a while. I have to bring it and get it rhodium dipped every once in a while so that it's like white, white. You have one hand of gold and the other white gold. So crazy. Dental pain's the worst, dude. Girl, how you doing? Speaking of Puss in Boots, I know you had some shit going on there too. Mm. Mm. Christy, I have like 3 sewing machines, but they're old. But I always wanted to like know how to sew. I wanted to take classes, and they have them at Joann's Fabric, but they only have them at the like this Joann's Fabric that's pretty far away from me. So I wasn't gonna take them there. The one by me doesn't have a classroom. What's a nameplate? Dana, girl, were you alive in the 80s? God damn it. Yeah, we can't talk about teeth here. It's a sensitive subject. Just kidding. Um, Dana, a nameplate. You never saw like a necklace with your name on it? I have like tons of them. If you watch my videos, then you have to know what a nameplate is because I have all different ones. I have script ones. I have the one I wear all the time. If you guys watch my videos, I have it on always. It's kind of like the old English. Oh my god. Oh no, Puss in Boots. I'm so sorry to hear that. That sucks. Or body. Wait, what? I'm having issues with my gold or body when I swell. My real girl turns me green. That's weird, girl. Are you sure it's real gold? Because I have what turns me green, fake jewelry sometimes. I have very like acidic skin, so I can't wear fake, like any type of fake metals. It just fucking eats it away. They shut all the they shut down all the Joanne fabrics. Oh my god. I have one very close by me, but well, I was always one of those people that was able to put like the earrings in, and now if I put a fake earring, like something that's not like gold or silver or whatever, it literally makes this huge rash in my ear. Like I'll get a psoriasis outbreak, so I can't wear fake earrings anymore, which sucks because I used to be able to. Yes, Beefergs, the Carrie Bradshaw necklace. Remember that? That was so cool. Been putting vitamin C serum on my skin. How's it going, Dana? How's it going? If my wedding set. I love that. Is fake. He's so done. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no. You might have very acidic skin like I do. No, only fools lie. I never had a nickel allergy. It never bothered me before. I don't know. Maybe I do now. I don't know. But I've never had a problem. So I used to wear fake hoops and fake earrings all the time. And now, oh, the truth, I got one like that. Hold on, I'll show you guys a picture. Let me see if I can find a picture. I would show you guys right now, but I'm like a fucking mess. So hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I got it made on Amazon. I would tell you, yeah, go get it, girl. I gotta be honest with you. I'm not 100% happy with the way the metal that they used was kind of like, I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. Let me see if I could get, hold on. I'll be right there. I'll get it and I'll take a picture. They used very, I don't know, I bought this on Amazon and they used very, very flimsy jewelry. Hold on, I'll take a picture for you guys and show you. They used very flimsy jewelry, like, I don't know, metal, and it kind of tarnished a little, which doesn't make me so happy. And, I don't know, I just wasn't really happy with, I'm happy with the way it came out, but I think I have to order another one that is like probably made a little bit nicer. Hold on, let me send this. I'll show you guys. Ah, shit, that's so blurry. Hold on a second. I had found a card that my mom sent to me, and my mom's handwriting was so unique. Oh my god. Hold on a second. She had like the most unique handwriting. I remember when I was younger and I was in high school, and you have to forge the parent signature a couple times for some tests and shit. I could not do my mom's signature, so I used to do my dad's all the time because my mom's signature was just way too hard for me. I never could get her signature down. Hold on, I need some more light here. This is not working. Where did I just put that thing? Oh my god. Oh, there it is. All right, hold on. Hold on. But yeah, I don't know, because I don't do tattoos. Some people are like, oh, you should get a tattoo. And I'm like, no, no, thank you. No, thank you. I just don't do tattoos. No offense to anybody that has them. I just don't think I could commit to something like that on my body for any length of time. Like, I don't know. I get sick of things. I'm like that type of person that I'll buy like, a shirt or some like a pair of sneakers or boots, and I'll be like, oh my god, I love them. And then I'll wear them like 10 times and be like, I'm over them. So I don't think I'm the type of person who could wear. Hold on, let me just say this to myself. I'm not the type of person that can ever commit to a tattoo. Fat, I don't know. I can't. And I'm like, I have no room on my body. That's how I look at it. Because I'm like, what if I want to like one day, I don't know. I feel like they kind of interfere with like if you want to wear anything. Oh my god, look at my pants. Jesus. They have like all fuzzes all over them. Close up, it looks like they're all fuzzy. All right, hold on. Let me show you guys this. Screen share. I got this made. So I found this card that my mom made, and it had her signature in it. So I had that made into a necklace. Oh fuck! I just closed it. Oh my god. Sorry guys. Sorry. It's been a long day. No, hold on. I'm like, here, look at it, and then I closed the damn window. Come on, Leanna, wake up, dude. All right. Oh my god, I swear. There it is. So yeah, I basically hold on. So I got that made. God, my pants look like so gross right now. Um, but I don't know. I just don't like the material they made it out of. It's like tarnished. It doesn't really look that badly tarnished in the picture, but in person, it's definitely not silver. I could tell you that because silver would not tarnish like this. So whatever they used, it's just kind of flimsy. But yeah, that's my mom's signature. So love mommy. Oh my god, it makes me so sad seeing her little signature. She had like the most unique handwriting, my mom. I don't know. She like it was so hard to replicate. I could replicate anybody's handwriting, but I couldn't my mom's for some reason. I have a 2 carat white gold solitaire diamond ring with baguette diamonds, my husband's pen. Woo, 7,000, girl. Damn. Damn. I won't share what my engagement ring appraised for, but it was pretty shocking. Mm. Mm. My husband did very good with my engagement ring. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's my dad. I wear it every day. I know there's like some women that wear it. Like I never take it off. Who's this that's saying Tiffany Marie hi boo boo? Like, huh? Who are you? With a stop sign. I never saw your name before. So yeah, Mega Monster, I'm still sub because oh, you watch my makeup videos. Hey, heel JW, where you been? We what? I had my ex-husband ring made from my mother. No, it's gold teeth. Oh my god, that's so weird, Christy. That's pretty cool though. Pretty cool. Yeah, Susan, my mom's handwriting was pretty unique, so I like that. But I'm gonna try to get it remade by I don't know. I mean again, I bought it on Amazon and I just like I don't like the material that they used. I might go on like Etsy to like an you know, I want to make my own because I could actually I do know how to cut things for jewelry. I don't know how they make these though. Like I was trying to figure it out because I was like if they cast it, that's expensive, right? Or it might not be, I don't know, but I would think it would be pretty expensive to cast something like that. So I don't know how they make them. I don't know if they cut them out. I don't know if they have like a laser that cuts them. I don't know. But it was pretty cheap. I didn't pay that much money for this one. So I might, go somewhere and get it made just a little bit nicer. My ring is made with diamonds from my grandmother. I love that. My cousin did that. She took her grandmother had a tennis bracelet, and then when she passed away they divided up the diamonds from the tennis bracelet, between all the kids. And so my cousin had her wedding band made with them, and I don't know about her engagement ring, but I know her wedding band, and I believe her husband's wedding band has some of the diamonds from the tennis bracelet. And I'm like, I love that. I think that's such like a sentimental, just like nice thing like to have, it really is to have something that's made out of somebody else's, jewelry. Hold on, I'm gonna add myself here because I want to smoke a cigarette. But yeah, I think that's such a cool thing. I'm getting wings tattoo with my brother's signature. Oh, that's so sweet, Z Hounds. That is so sweet. I just like I don't know. I can't get myself to the point where I want a tattoo. My husband tattooed our wedding band around his finger, so he doesn't have a wedding band. I have one, but he doesn't. And I was like, that's so unfair. Like, you need to have something. He can't wear rings because he welds. So he would pretty much never wear the ring. It would never be on his finger. So he just went and he surprised me one day. I think it was around like our anniversary. And He came home. He's like, look. He's like, I got my wedding band done. I'm like, oh my God, dude. He just had a black band put around. But it's fading. The whole inside on the inside is gone. So now it just looks like a black, like half a band on his finger. My brother wants to get a tattoo with my dad's ashes. It freaks me out. What? How do you even do that, girl? What do they mix the ashes in with the ink? I have necklaces with my mom's ashes. I have tons of them. Actually, I did it myself. I put her ashes in the necklaces myself. So, my wife had her brother's ashes put into a tattoo. I never even heard of that. That's so cool. Oh, what do they have? This is so freaking cool that they do with the ashes. Oh, hold on. I gotta see if I can find this online. It is like, this is something I should definitely take. Cause I have a little baggie. Looks like drugs. It's my mom's ashes in a baggie because I was supposed to give them to my cousin, but that never happened. I was supposed to give them to one of my cousins, her goddaughter, that she bought like a necklace for the ashes, and I never gave it to her. She could ask my brother. I'm not giving my mom's ashes to some people that fucking completely disrespected her. So, um, I did give her some of my mom's jewelry, but hold on a second. What the hell are those things called? Moon. It's like moon something. Ashes. Moon ashes. Is that it? I think that's what it is. Yes. All right, here it is. Hold on. Let me see if I can show you guys. It's pretty cool. Oh, no, that's not it. Hold on. That's not it. They take the ashes and they put them in... Fuck, what just happened? Fuck you, Bing. Galaxy glass? Is that what it's called? Hold on. Ashes. Oh my God, dude. Ashes and then galaxy glass or something like that. I don't know. They take the ashes and they make them into this like um this weird glass, and it's so cool looking. They put it with like sparkles and shit. Is this it? Yes, glass memorials. Okay, hold on. I'll show you guys. It's actually really, really cool. I didn't find this stuff until way after my mom passed away. Hold on a second. Stop screen sharing. Okay, now my fucking thing doesn't want to work. Okay. Oh, how come it's not loading up? There it is. All right. Let me just get myself. See that? So they mix the ashes in with this shit, and it looks so cool. I don't know. It just looks so pretty. So these are ashes. You can do paperweights, jewelry. They have all different things that they make, and they mix the ashes into this. It's so cool. I think that's so cool. Oh my God. I need to get one of these. My mom would love that, to be in the garden. Look at that. That's so cool. My mom was like huge into gardening, so we made a I made a what do you call it? Fucking Jesus, I can't even talk. I made a garden for her. What the fuck is going on here? My StreamYard is like bugging out. Oh, okay. But isn't that cool? I don't know. I think that's so cool to have something like that with the ashes mixed in. I should probably do that. That's pretty cool. I just don't want to put all her ashes. I have my dad's and my mom's mixed in the urn, so I don't want to waste them and put them in this, like the whole thing. People get freaked out, and I used to too until my dad passed away, and then I was like, you know what? It's actually not as creepy as people think. It's just ashes. It's all it is. And who knows? Wanted to share my dad has had a stroke, and my mom. Oh, I'm so sorry, Natalie. Natalie, is that Natalie? Natalie? Is that my Natalie? My girl? But yeah, it's it's not that creepy. My brother's here? Cool. I'm so happy. That's awesome. So happy. Oh, your brother's here. I thought you were talking to me. Hey, cats meow. Meow. Yeah, her brother. I know who her brother is. He's in here. He's in here. There he is. I see him. Cats meow. Unknown Capone. Life gems. Let me see that. Hold on. They got some really cool shit though now that you can do with these things, which is so awesome. Hold on, let me see life gems. Let's look that up. Let me just open a new window. I gotta get rid of this stupid fucking virus thing. Life gems. Hold on. Life gems. There we go. Ooh, what are these? What are these? No way. Oh wow. Hold on, I'll share this with you guys. Hold on. Let me share this. It's pretty cool. Stop screen. Oh, share screen. Hold on a second. Okay. Oop, share. So this looks like actual gems. Let me see this. This is pretty cool. Buy online. Let's see. So I guess it's kind. Oh, okay. I guess I don't have a website. Prices. Oh wow. So you could get like a. Whoa, those are expensive. Holy shit. Carat range. How do they do this? I know they. Is this what I was supposed to be looking at? The person who put that. I know they have. They basically found a way to like recreate the old like the process of a diamond forming. So oh don't worry, and everybody does that. Um yeah, so they basically a person can be made into diamonds. Yeah, exactly. They like recreated it somehow, which is but it has to be, known that it's a fake diamond, but they've, recreated that pressure. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Made from pressure. Yeah, that's pretty cool, but very expensive. Holy shit. Look at that. 2000. Shit, man. That's expensive. But that's pretty cool. There was another thing that I saw that you could put the ashes into a tree, this like this kind of pot thing, and you put it into the ground and then the tree grows out of it. And I'm like, that is something my mom would definitely be into. Like my mom would definitely want to be put somehow back into the earth. Yeah, exactly. Truth. It's like the carbon or some shit, and they recreated the process, and it's a real diamond, even though it's man-made. But they need to like, you need to know that when you're buying a diamond. Like my diamond, my engagement ring diamonds. Like, I mean, it's a real diamond, obviously, but it's like near flawless. So those are kind of, even though they're really diamonds, they're still not really, I don't know, from the earth, I guess, diamonds. It's pretty interesting. I watched this whole documentary about how they mine them and stuff like that. Because the guy who appraised my wedding band actually he's like this major gemologist, and he was on this I don't know, documentary thing about how to make, how they do diamonds and how they mine them and shit. So he told me his name, and of course I came straight home to YouTube and I'm like searching for it because I was like, that's pretty fucking cool, man. So we have a family forest in the country. Oh, that's so cool, Kim. It's so cool. I was always like the thought of like being cremated creeps me out, but if you could go back into the earth, the thought of being left in the cold ground and having bugs crawling all over me, I don't know. I think I'd rather just be cremated, to be honest with you. But then I think to myself, what if there really is a zombie apocalypse one day, right? And I could come out and scare the shit out of people. If I'm cremated, I can't do that. So that's something to take into consideration, guys. There's something wrong with me. There's something wrong with me. Like, what if some Michael Jackson Thriller shit happens and I won't be part of it if I get cremated? I don't know. My mom always told me she wanted to be buried. She wanted to go in the ground. And then after, oh my God, Andrew, are you serious? Are you serious? Oh, but I'm becoming a mortician. I know, but it's for the natural burial. Do you watch, what's her name? Is it Ask a Mortician? I don't know. She has a whole channel and it's pretty interesting. My birthstone is opal, but my favorite gemstone is an amethyst. Mine's aquamarine, and I love it. I love it. Wait, did we specify if that Natalie is Natalie? That's just made a new account because I was just thinking of you. If it's you, girl. Sharing window. Stop sharing. Okay, let me invite myself so I can go smoke a cigarette. But yeah, wow, that's pretty freaking crazy. Hold on. I gotta find my text messages. There we are. Ooh, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything all day. I've been so tired on like another level of tired. It's not normal. I gotta remember taking my vitamin D. Did I hear MJ? Yeah, girl. What if I get cremated, right? Oh no, Natalie, don't do that. I just wanted to make sure it was you. Um, what if I get cremated and the like Thriller actually happens and then I'm not around to come up from the grave? I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Thriller, thriller night. I love Michael Jackson. I'm sorry, I just do. Hold on a second. I'm just gonna switch myself from my phone. That took them. They were strange and she wasn't gonna pay for the funeral. Uh-oh. Yes. Oh my God. Kevin Leonard, 6 Feet Under, was definitely one of the most amazing series I think I ever watched in my entire life. The last episode, Sweetie Pie, I have my thyroid checked every year, girl, and it's always fine. I have a nodule on it, so I have to go yearly, and they say it's fine. So, who is saying about insomnia? That's my problem. Yes, I've had it my whole life, though, pretty much. And baby blues, yeah, I am like severely vitamin D deficient, and so I have to take vitamin D regularly. So anyway, 6 Feet Under, the last episode of that show was probably the most like the best final episode of a series I think I've ever seen. I walked away and I think everybody else did. There was one other guy I remember at the time when I was working that watched the show, and we hold on, let me just Oh, I remember us coming into work the next day, and I want to kill myself. Like, I don't even want to be alive anymore. The last episode of that series, the way they went through the whole family, and they basically just like, it was so, it just showed you how life is so fragile. It was just like they went through and they showed how each family member pretty much died and how their lives went on, and it was just so depressing, and like but also like true, like that's life, you know. Ugh. Go get magnesium. Yes, I do need that. Really, Ange, I used to take magnesium and I stopped taking it, and I should probably start again because I probably am deficient in lots of vitamins because I don't eat that much. Yeah, Dana, that episode, whew, gave you the feels all over. It was so like just unbelievable. It was unbelievable. That was a great show. Very hard for some people to watch because it's about death, and that's something that a lot of us don't like to deal with. But once you deal with death in a close family member, it's a lot different. I don't know, you get different, and it becomes a lot less uncomfortable. Come on, Snoop. And a lot less scary too, in a sense. I mean, yeah, of course I don't want to die. I'm scared of it, but uh I'm not as uncomfortable with it as I always was. Like you have to witness it. You have to, like, when you actually watch a person die, it's like it's so hard to explain. It's probably one of the most horrible yet also kind of, this sounds fucked up, but like beautiful things that you see because you, well, maybe when my dad passed, I felt more like that. Maybe not with my mom. Her death was just horrible. It was horrible. It was a fucking tragic, suffering, just nothing good about it. It was beautiful because she was going to peace. Like when you watch somebody suffer for months straight, I mean, and suffer in one of the worst ways I think I've ever seen somebody suffer in my entire life. And then to see them just kind of go off into this peaceful place where you know that they're not going to have to deal with any type of pain anymore, whether it be mental pain, physical pain, you know, it's kind of beautiful in a sense. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys because I probably sound crazy right now, but that's the best way I could put it. It's like this piece of just knowing that somebody doesn't have to worry about shit. We worry. That's why it's so sad for us because we're the ones left here to worry and to cry and to reestablish our lives and move on and, you know, think about how are we going to get on with our lives. But for them, it's not. They're going somewhere peaceful, which is a nice thing to know. I know I sound crazy right now, but why is my chat not loading? But yeah, it's fucked up, man. It's a fucked up thing that we have to deal with. My chat's not loading. There it is. So it becomes a bit more comfortable to talk about. Yeah, exactly. I felt in peace knowing, yeah, my papa was not going to be in pain. My mom's pain, the suffering. Oh my God. I mean, I've never watched somebody suffer that way in my life. It was like even my dad. My dad had lung cancer, and that's horrible to watch. Like when my dad passed, I was like, oh my God, I can never watch another human being go through something like this. But what my mom went through, I'm not even joking with you guys, was probably 100 times worse than what my dad went through. And like when I watched him, I thought that that was the worst thing in the world. So I didn't think it could get worse. And then I watched my mom and I'm like, oh my God, dude, this woman was just, I can't, it's like, it's inexplicable the pain that she was in and the feeling of helplessness I felt because there was nothing I could do to help her. There was nothing I could do to make her feel better. And it's hard to watch somebody that you love go through that. It's really, really hard to watch them go through that. Especially somebody like my mom, because she was so strong. My mom was so strong. I mean, she was one of the strongest women she is. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. My mom is hands down the strongest woman I've ever known. I mean, she's been through so much in her life and she always came out on top, you know? She always came out and like to watch her suffer in a way that she couldn't get any relief, it was hard to watch that shit. Really hard. And the way they regulate. Okay, why can you go to Lily? I don't know, girl. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my God, Natalie, no. I can't. Your parents are sick both at the same time. Oh my God. Oh my God. Thanks, Cat's Meow. I mean, yeah, I did as much for her as I possibly could. And that's something that I could walk away from and feel okay with. You know, I feel like, hey, I know I did everything I could do to make her feel better. Whatever I can do in any way, you know, and that I could rest my head at night and say, I I did that. I don't know how I don't know how my brother sleeps at night, but I guess he didn't care. That must be so hard for you. Yeah, both parents at the same time. That's why my mom has such a hard time at the hospital. She doesn't like feeling helpless. Purple Rain, I think, yeah, all moms feel like that. My mom took care of, you know, My mom was too. She was like the caretaker, you know. She to see her, and my mom was one of those people too that she doesn't want like people making a fuss about her, making, you know, like she doesn't like to ever inconvenience people or be a burden on anybody or anything like that. And so it was like she would sit there and suffer sometimes in silence, you know, just to not bother me. I had to remind her so many times, like, Mom, I'm here. Call me. Like, I don't care what time. You know how many times I had to sit down and tell her, Mom, I don't care what time it is. I don't care if I'm sleeping. I don't care where I am. You call me, I will be there in 5 minutes. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't give a shit if whatever I'm doing, I will drop every single thing that I'm doing and I will be there. Period. End of story. It's like, but she still would sit there and suffer sometimes. Still suffer. I'm like, I don't even get it. Yes. Yeah, Natalie. It's not easy. You can text me anytime. You have my number if you need to talk. My mom died August 2005. My dad died August 2006 from throat cancer. Aw, that's very close together, Kimberly. That's like way too close for comfort. That happens a lot. It's weird, but it happens a lot. My parents died 3 months apart. Oh my God. Wow, Susan. 3 months? That's so soon. That's so, oh my God. And young. And young. My dad was 64, I believe, and my mom was 62 when she passed away. There are things worse than death. I told them that when I refused the heart LVAD. I don't know what that is, but suffering is worse than death, in my opinion. It really is. Suffering through something is worse than death. To watch somebody suffering. Your life is filled with very caring people. Thank you, Mar. Yeah, very caring people. It's very young, Capone. It's 64 and 62. It's just like, what? What? They didn't even make it to retirement age. Neither one of my parents. Well, my dad was kind of semi-retired, I guess, but my mom was working up. I remember being in the hospital the last couple of weeks with her, and my best friend that I grew up with my whole life, his parents had like retired, and they had bought a you know, like a house down in Florida, and they were staying down there part-time, and then they would they, you know, they still do it. They come up here during the summer and they have an apartment in my friend's house, and then during the winter they go down to Florida. And my mom, I was telling my mom this, and she's like, that's so nice. She's like, I never got to like relax, like I never got to take time off. And I was like, wow, you know, this is like in her last like 2 weeks. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, you know, that's so true. Like she worked up until the last day that I brought her in the hospital. She was working. And I was like, when I brought her to the emergency room that day, and I'm like, that's an important thing to me now, to like make sure that, I mean, I don't work right now, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? When I get older, because I know I'm going to go back to work eventually when my son gets older. Um, but that's going to be an important thing to me, is to like make sure I have time off in my later years. You know what I'm saying? To enjoy my life and not be worrying about money and, you know, all that shit all the time. I feel bad. I feel sorry that she never did. She never got to like live that, like, I think she was more jealous of the fact that my friend's parents were still together and they retired and they got to enjoy being, you know, kind of just them two in their older age. You know, their kids grown up now. Like my mom never got that. You know, my dad passed away. Me and my brother were still living at home when my dad passed away. And so it was like she never got that time with my dad too. And that's sad. So, wow, your father, 1981 brother. Oh my God, Z Hounds. Jeez, so much loss so quick. Yeah, when it happens like that, I had that happen to me years ago. My dad passed away. It was like my dad died. My best friend died a year later. My dog that I had for 17 years, it was a lot of loss in a very short period of time. And that really fucks your head up bad. Does a number on you. 6-year anniversary. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Pearls of Wisdom, for your husband. That's so hard too, losing a spouse. I still have my mom and sperm donor. My mom lives with me. Kim, my mom would have lived with me too. If I know that eventually, like, we would have moved her in with us, at some point in time, we would have definitely moved her in with us. We were talking about it for the year prior to her getting sick, even because she was just sick of like paying taxes, and her house was paid off, but she, her property taxes were $10,000 a year, which is expensive. So we talked about possibly selling both of our houses and buying like a mother-daughter house. My husband was the one who was like saying it. I was like, dude, you're sure about this? Like, my mom. Let's remember here, it's my mom. I'm like, he loved my mom. Absolutely loved my mom, my husband. Oh my God, Pearls. That's hard, girl. Oh my God. That's terrible. When he moves out, I will live my dream. Yeah, Tiffany Marie. That's what a lot of parents. Tiffany, you remind me of my cousin. One of my cousins, she had, her daughter, and she didn't date until her daughter turned 18, like, and left for college. She just refused to date. And I was like, that's pretty admirable, She's dated, but she wouldn't bring anybody around her daughter. One guy in her whole entire life, because she was very serious with him and thought that they were going to get married. That guy she brought around, but nobody else. 10,000 a year is crazy. Yeah, Melissa, absolutely. That's why, my in-laws left New York too, because it was so fucking expensive just for property taxes. $10,000 a year. My mom lived in a little ranch. She didn't have a big house. But her property taxes, just due to the town, she lived in a nice neighborhood. So due to the, area that she was in, the property taxes were high. My mother lingered in the hospital for 6 months. We left school early, daily to visit her, even at 12. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that, Mona. That's terrible to hear. That's such a young age to lose a parent. I don't know if Remy's in here, but Remy lost her mom very early as a teenager. And I can't even imagine that. So, and that's a big thing for us to remember as people, is that things could always be worse. You always have to remember that. Like, as bad as things are, right? All the shit I went through could always be worse. Could always be worse. Even all that bullshit I went through with my brother and his wife and all that shit, in the end, the fighting, it could have been a lot worse. So I'm thankful that as bad as it was, it could have been worse. My mom, actually, I could thank my mom for that, because she made it very easy, in the sense that she had her shit together and she didn't have that much debt. And so it was very easy to settle her estate in that sense. They just made something simple 10 times harder than it had to be. But wow, 18,000 a year. Holy shit. New York State has some of the highest taxes in the country. Yeah, that's the truth. My in-laws live down south and they pay like $2,000 a year in property taxes. And I'm like, wow. Ours are like 7,000, which is cheap for Long Island, very cheap, considering the size property we have and everything like that. But like, my brother-in-law lives a couple miles away from me, and his are about $15,000 a year. And he's just because he's in like a nicer school district. But that's the thing. And I mean, my sister-in-law even told me this, because she lives down south now, and she's like, the schools I mean, New York has some of the best schools in the country. Um, Public schools, you know, they put a lot of money into our schools. And so you're paying for that. You're paying for the exclusivity. You're paying for being an hour train ride away from Manhattan, so there's there's reasons that it's so high here. The Northwest is affordable, fastest growing. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. My little sister was 10. She never got over it. Oh my God, Mona, that's terrible to hear that. I'm so sorry to hear that. God, 10. How do you get over it 10 years old? How do you get over losing a parent? That's like the age. I feel like if your parents pass away, my neighbor across the street lost her mom when she was 5, right? She woke up Christmas morning and her mom died Christmas morning. And her and I talk a lot, and because we're pretty good friends, and she told me that she's like, I feel worse for you because you had all that time with your mom, like, you had your whole life with her. And then I feel bad for her because I'm like, you didn't have that time. Like, she hardly remembers her mom at such a young age, And but when you're talking like 10, even though it's only 5 years difference, even in the teens, like those are the years that you really, really need your parents, as a kid, and that's really hard, especially a girl and their mother. It's just, like I sit here and think, all right, at least my mom got to see my son. My dad didn't make it. He never even met my husband, my dad. But at least he made it. At least she made it to see her first grandchild being born and her second, although she never saw her second grandchild that much because Satan likes to keep the baby away from people. They actually threatened my mom with the baby. My brother threatened her. If you don't get on board with Satan, you're not going to see the baby. Wow, that's fucked up, asshole. You piece of shit. Who does that? Seriously. Who the fuck does that? Long-term grief can inadvertently bring on medical issues. I believe that. I believe that 100%. The stress of grief is like a stress of like that no other you've ever felt in your life. It's a totally different type of stress. It's the most confusing feeling. Yeah, jet setter, it's manipulative as fuck. Terrible. Terrible what they did with that fucking baby was a fucking bargaining tool for them. My mom lived in fear that everything that she did, she wasn't going to be able to see that kid again. And I'm like, that's really fucked up. I would never hold my son over my mom's head ever. Fucking assholes. 17-year-old brat when my mother died. Aw, my aunt stepped in and I had her for a mother. Oh my God, Paige. That's amazing, though. God. Yeah, Susan, it was pretty horrible. Could you imagine your grandkids being used as, and I know, Susan, you love your grandchildren. Could you imagine your grandkids being used like that against you? He was like, you better get on board with her. And I'm like, what? I was so angry. I don't think people could ever understand how much I fucking hate this asshole. Like, hate her. And I don't hate a lot of people. But her, I fucking hate her. She's a piece of shit, which she put my mother through. Like, she ruined the last, excuse me, she ruined the last 3 years of my mother's life. Like, I'm sorry. She made it miserable. Every holiday, everything, every birthday, every milestone, it was just, she fucked it up. So I have a lot of fucking hatred towards her. Plus, the way she just talked to my mom and treated her was fucking disgusting. I would never talk to my mother-in-law like that. I don't even care what my mother-in-law did or like, but my mom didn't do anything. That's the difference. But I would never be able to yell at my mother-in-law. I just couldn't even bring myself to do it. I don't know. I just like, I feel like I know how much my husband loves her, and how I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I mean, thank God she's never really done anything that's pissed me off. But I try to picture myself like if she said something, I don't know. I don't think I could do it. I just don't think I could ever disrespect my husband like that, let alone his mother. You know what I'm saying? Like when you talk to your husband's family and treat them like shit, that's disrespectful to your husband, not just them, you know? There are two people in my family that are dead to me because of what they did in the passing of a loved one. Yep. I buried them before she went in the ground. Yep. Stop, Snoop. Stop it. Unless you experience someone tearing someone apart on their deathbed, you truly can't understand. Yeah. Yep. I mean, just the fucking way she treated my mother and talked to her. I'm like, I couldn't even get past it. I was just like, how the fuck did this? My brother, one time, no, two times, sat there while she fucking screamed at my mom and didn't even say anything to her. I'm like, God, I can't. I don't even know how you could let that happen. Yes, flower for life. I'm going, girl. Mama is always the mama. The primary family is first. Secondary. Yeah, pretty much. I didn't even care about what they did to me. It's how they treated her. It's just disgusting. Just disgusting. I don't speak to my father because of what he put my mom's parents through. It's so hard and it's unfair. Yep. When somebody's dying, it kind of changes everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, it fucking changes everything. When somebody's ill and they're in the hospital and they're dealing with their, life, their mortality, it's a game changer. Like when they had the fucking funeral home come up to the hospital that day, I was like, I swear to God, I felt like I was living in an alternate fucking reality. I was like, what the fuck are these people thinking having a funeral home come to a hospital? Go ahead, Snoop. Like, what? She's not even gone yet. Why are we planning her fucking funeral in front of the whole family at the hospital? Taking precious time away from her that we have. We have days. We don't know how much time. It could be days. Well, we knew she was dying. But, like, there was no need for it. There was just no fucking need for it. Losing my little sister, who I was very close to, was very hard. I didn't think I would survive the loss. Somehow we put one foot in front of the other and life goes on. You're 100% right, Mona. You put your foot, you have to. You have to. You just have to move on. And it's sad. It's a sad part of life. And you feel very guilty for a very long time. I felt guilty for at least 3 years living, living, just being alive, just waking up every morning and taking a breath. I felt guilty. It's survivor's guilt. That's what they call it. And so you don't know. I have so many people tell me that they're like, oh my God, it's my worst nightmare. And I'm like, dude, my worst nightmare was losing my mom my whole life. And I lived it. And I'm still here, right? I'm still here to tell this story. And I got through it somehow. And I'm going to be okay. You have to go on with life. You have to. We have no choice. It sucks, but we have to. Absolutely have to. Charge my crystals. I have some crystals. I need to charge them. You were there for your mom. You got nothing to feel guilty about. No, I don't have any type of guilt whatsoever. No type of guilt whatsoever. I I feel guilty about what other people did because I'm sorry that she had to fucking deal with that shit. But I don't feel sorry about anything I did. I was there for her. I was the only one there for her. Mercury is the communication planet, so be prepared for shit to pop off over the next 3 weeks. Peekaboo, I see you. You sound like my my cousin. She used to always call me up while I was going through everything, and she'd be like, "Okay, the moon's in retrograde," or whatever. I don't know. I don't know really much about all that shit, and I'd be like, "Neek, what the fuck are you talking about? What does that mean?" And she's like, "This is gonna happen, and that's gonna happen," and pretty much every time she said something like shit like that was gonna happen, it happened. It happened. People often ask me, how do you go on? The truth is, what choice do I have? I have another child who needs me, and I can't imagine letting him suffer more than he already has, losing his brother too. Exactly, B Fergs. Exactly. I had to do it with my son. Like if my son wasn't here and my husband, I don't know, things might be different. But when you have other people that depend on you, excuse me, you have no choice. You have to go on. You have to. Because I would just hear my mom. Like, I would think in my head, my mom wouldn't want me to ruin my son's life. So I have to go on. I have to. You have no other choice. You just have to make sure you always keep that person's memory alive. I constantly talk about my mom. We always talk about her. We talk about, oh, what do you think my mom would have said, in this situation? Or you see something that she liked, you're like, oh, my mom would have loved that. You should always keep their memories alive. I think I'm sorry when my parents died. Aw, cats meow as a young teenager. Susan, that's so hard. That's so hard. My son's 3, and like I know his memory of my mom is probably fading. And that makes me so sad. So sad. But I remind him all the time. I tell him stories about when you used to come over. My mom always had something for him, or just he remembers some shit, but he's starting to forget some things. Like I'll ask him, you know, do you remember this or that about, Nana's house or something? And he's like, no. I mean, he had to go through all this shit with us too. So thank God he was little. I kind of thank God he was little in a sense because he was so close with my mom that like I feel like if he was older, it would have really fucked him up. They were basically, I mean, my mom was like, she was part of our everyday lives. So if he was older, forget it. Forget it. Your son and your husband are your primary family now. Your mom would be proud of you and your little family. Your boy is an excellent hockey player. Yes, he is. He is. That he is. I'm sitting here with the light shining in my den thinking the best. Natalie, that's all you could do, girl. She's got to think for the best. And, if you have a sick parent or whatever that you're taking care of, utilize the time wisely. I tell everybody that when they tell me, my parents are sick or they have this, or utilize the time. Don't waste it. If you know that your parent's sick and you don't know what's going to happen, don't think about the future. Think about the now and utilize your time that you have left. You don't want to look back and be like, oh my god, I hid because I was scared of dealing with things, and then I now lost that time, because trust me, there's days I wanted to fucking bury my head under my pillow and not get out of my bed when my mom was sick because I didn't want to deal with it. But I just had to push myself to deal with it. Like, you have to. You have no choice. And yeah, 20, you're 100% right. You have to take after yourself. Your sister and my children treat her the same way she treated your mom. Hopefully, Toodles. Hopefully. I hate to say that, but yeah. That New Orleans woman does a good impersonation of me. No, her impersonation of me kind of sucks, hairy donkey dick balls, but hey, to each their own. I could totally identify because I talk to my mother every day. Yeah, I talk to my mom all the time. Yeah, like your time here is so fucking limited with your parents. You got to keep that in mind. Okay, I try to take much better care of myself than I did in the past. Yeah, Paige, that's hard. I didn't take any care of myself for like 3 years, and I'm just starting to kind of do that. Hey, sip some tea. How you feeling, girl? About your series and other stuff I won't mention here. I don't even know if you ever got it. Lala B, I don't know. I don't know. I would have to know your email, but don't put that here if you don't want it being uh being put in the chat. Yeah. The New Orleans does a good impersonation of you. That's the worst impersonation. For anybody that has lost their mom, there's a documentary called Dead Mothers Club. It sounds awful, I know. Tells stories of mothers, several women whose mothers passed. Interesting. I guess you should check that out. Dead Mothers Club. Wow. Alicia's live being a bitch to you, and that person was trying to. Oh, who gives a shit about her? She's fucking. See, I didn't even not even say her fucking name. That's what's so funny. So you come in here with a guilty conscience when I didn't even say your name. Didn't even fucking say anything even pertaining to her. And she knew. How'd she know it was about her? I'm gonna get on my live and fucking talk like an adult. I'm fucking sick of this. I'm an adult. So you going, hey, Joey Brooklyn. How you doing? I was gonna say, boy. How you doing, boy? That's insane. We were just having a nice conversation here. She needs to stop. We were talking about some serious shit here. And I'm gonna fuck it all up. I know Alicia isn't making fun of anyone's voice. Yeah, she really has no room to really talk, I guess I'll say. Don't let anyone mess up your chat. Yeah. There's so many people here that are suffering. Susan, I was afraid to watch your series even after all these years. After hearing you speak on the subject, I will watch. I just am afraid it will bring me back memories. Yeah, Susan. Um, there's I have the two, so maybe I don't know. I feel like you kind of have to watch the first one to really understand the second one. You have to kind of go through the first and then go through the second. So 200 watching who pugs her? Who gives a shit? Listen, if you sat around and talked about drama 24 hours a day on here, I could have, a million people in my chat. But I don't want those people in my chat just here for drama. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that. It's You're not getting people that care about you or your content. You're getting people that just want to see a shit show. You know what I'm saying? And so who wants that in their chat really? Exactly. It's a healing chat. It's a calm place. All my friends had both parents. I was so resentful. Sarah, that's normal. I think that's so normal. I try not to be like that. Hey, Gray, how you doing? I try not to be like that. Like, sometimes when you hear people though, and they're like I forgot to even ask my husband. I think my father-in-law had to get a hernia surgery, and he's scared, and I could see it. He's telling me the other day, his dad's going in for the surgery, and I'm like, Chris, it's a hernia, dude. Like, and I don't mean to be like that, but I'm like, dude, like, he'll be fine. Your dad's in good health otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going to be okay. My uncle just had it done and he's around the same age. I'm like, it's when they get really old that you have to start worrying. When they go into surgery, like when they're my grandmother's age and they're in their 90s and they might not make it through a surgery. But at 70s, yeah, no, you're good. You're good, and they're in great health. My father-in-law is in great health otherwise. He just had a hernia, but he's in really good health. And he's active, and I love my father-in-law. I just love him. He's the most just he's just such a warm, like I didn't have a dad like that. My dad was very closed off and cold, and my father-in-law is like the total opposite of my dad. And so it's nice to have a man like that around who's very warm and caring. 90 is pretty old. My grandmother was just, they found like masses, I guess, in her lungs, but they're not doing anything about it because she's too old. She's not going to be able to go through, chemo and radiation and all that shit. So she's 94, I think. I'm pretty sure she turned 94 this year. So I read, was doing your grief series cathartic for you, releasing some of your grief pain? Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Cathartic. Is that, I don't even know what that means. But it was releasing definitely some of my anger, pain. Absolutely. I had to do it. Like I had to. I had to get through it. I had to just fucking, I didn't plan on doing this story. I didn't. I thought about it. I thought about like maybe I'll do like a podcast or something from like, I didn't want to be really associated with it. And then I thought, if it could help people, then I'll do it, like, because I didn't want to do it. And it just turned that I was like bashing my family because there's idiots I know that are going to say that. And I see people saying stupid shit. But I was like, I think if I do it and I do it in a way where it helps like other people who are going through something similar in their lives, then it's like, I want to do it for that reason, not to just shit on my family. You know what I'm saying? So, and they, all the people that have emailed me and thanked me, or just even in the comments or whatever, that I've helped them in some way, like that, like definitely makes it worth doing. And of course, it's therapeutic for me to talk about it because, like, I get it out and definitely helped me for sure. More than you guys know. Like, you guys reaching out to me and telling me that it helped you helps me, if that makes sense. So I'm 7 more now. Just can't take the negativity. I have enough in my own life. I don't want to come here for that. Yeah, Lily, I hear you, girl. It's too much. Too much negativity. Too much focus being put on the wrong things around here. I lost my mother 12 years ago this month on the 25th. Aw, sips and tea. I'm so sorry. I know that you lost your mom, but I'm just so sorry that the anniversary is coming up, because no matter how many years go by, it's always hard. Always. Who shit another dick? Tiffany Marie, yeah. That's freaking terrible. Terrible. Stress is absolutely toxic to our health. 100%. See, people want to, here's the thing, okay? We have to remember this. Misery loves company, right? So if people are miserable in their own lives, they want to take other people who aren't miserable and make them miserable with them. So they're going to do whatever they can to drag you down into their misery with them. So you could either feed into it or just ignore it. And I'm not saying you should ever. I would love to have my mom 20 years this year. That would be cool, Remy. Do that. That's awesome, Beefergs. Yeah. Unsub to channels that don't bring you joy. That is so sad. Are they together now? In heaven. He was in total denial. That's a hard thing to deal with. Denial during something like that. I dealt with it. My mom was in huge denial. But you know what I'm saying? People love to bring you down with them. So when they're miserable, they're going to keep trying to get you down into their misery with them, because, sometimes that makes people feel better. And you have to rise above it. And I'm not saying, never address things. Of course, you have to sometimes, but there's other people that if you know who somebody is and they've shown you who they are time and time again, you can't keep trying with the same person. That's who they are. They've shown it. So there's no point of responding and giving them the attention. Because sometimes people only want you to respond so that they could turn around and be like, see, told you so. Told you she's crazy. Told you she's obsessed with me. Told you she's this, you know? So, Snoop. So you don't want to feed into that. You don't want to do that. Gray, that's exactly right. That's what trolls are. Thank you, Poppy J. Thank you. It's pretty, yeah. I have to edit my next parts. I don't know why I'm having just trouble with this, like, last bit that I have left to go. I can't focus. Like, I don't, it's so weird. I don't remember them. Stop it. I don't remember the more recent stuff for some reason in my head. I can't remember the stuff that happened more recently as good as I can remember the stuff that happened, like, months ago. Stop, Snoop, stop. Calm down. It's very strange. Probably because the stuff that was older, as it was going on, I just kept, like, thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. But now I'm at a point where I put a lot of this shit out of my head so I could heal and move on. And so I forget a lot of it too. Not going to bring my mom to hospice. I fought against that. I couldn't do it. It was just something I couldn't handle. Remy, you were so young though. You can't live regretting, when we're young and we're, especially as a teenager, we're very resistant to things. Like, you can't beat yourself up for being a 16-year-old girl who couldn't deal with shit, because that's pretty normal, The worst was probably telling my grandmother that her youngest child died. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What happened, Gray? What did you delete? Nobody got my jokes. I didn't see it, so basically that's what all trolls are. Yeah, trolls. Lots of trolls in the world. Could it be that maybe it's because it signifies another ending? Interesting, I'm Amanda. Maybe subconsciously. I don't know. I'm just having trouble with the story, like remembering the things that happened. It's so weird because I lived it and I can't remember in great detail. I really think I just, like, blocked a lot of it out because at that point in time I was, like, at my wit's end, like the worst I think I had ever been the whole time that all this shit was happening. So I totally shut off. I shut down. Like, I completely shut down at that point in time. So, because I tried to do something that made everything better for me, and it actually made things 10 times worse. So it's hard to talk about, but I'll get there. I'll definitely get there. I pretended to bring you all down to join me. Come on, Gray. Yeah, there's a lot of miserable fucks on here, Gray. A lot of miserable assholes around. We disassociate from trauma, yeah, but our neurological system never forgets. Yeah, Remy was very young when she lost her mom, very young. Hospice is a beautiful gift to give your loved one to get such better care tailored. Well, I just found this out. Hospice here and hospice elsewhere, and I was told this by several hospice nurses here in New York, because in other states, you could be in hospice for like a year, but here it's usually literally the last, days or weeks. They don't, for whatever reason, hospice is, I don't know, it's different. And the care is different. People out of state on hospice get actually better care than they do here in New York, which is really sad. But my dad did hospice at home. Come here, Snoop. So it's a terrible thing, though. Come on, Snoop, come on. Why are you barking and then running away from me when I tell you to come here? Come here. What do you want? Oh, you want water. Sorry, dude. Sometimes I wish you could talk and just tell me exactly what it is that you want. People have too much time on their hands. Last day I spoke to my mom was my 14th birthday. Yeah, Remy, that's rough, man. Well, Remy, if it makes you feel any better, because my grandfather was on hospice and I refused to go down. I went once and I saw him and I was 16. I was like 17 at the time. And I was like, I'm not going back. I can't see him like that. Like I didn't want to remember him as this really sick, old man who couldn't talk, or it was terrifying at that age, 17, like just terrifying to see somebody in that condition. And then I can't even imagine if it was my mom at that age. So I would, out of all my cousins, I was the only one, well, my brother too, but he never did anything that whatever. So, so it was like terrifying to see him like that. And didn't go. I didn't go to see him in his last days because I just couldn't handle it. And that's okay. It's okay. Looking back now, Snoop always wants to be up my ass. If Snoop could sew himself to me, he would. He's glued to my ass. Fuck cancer is right. It's fucking bullshit. Yeah, as I said 100 times, it's like a wound that scabs over. Sometimes the scabs rips off, but it goes back. Yeah. Yep. Just remember, this is our temporary home. It's true. That's true. You did your mom and grandmother's hair when they passed. Oh, that's kind of cool, Christy. I don't know if I would have been able to do that, but when I remember we got to the funeral home, I had given them a picture of my mom, and my mom hated every picture of herself. So it was really hard for me to give them a picture of like how she looked, because she hated every picture. So I had to give them kind of an older picture where she had bangs, but they weren't like bangs, they weren't like, they were kind of like side swept bangs. And the freaking guy, I get to the funeral home and I was laughing. I know that sounds terrible, but I was like, she looks like she's going to a fucking sock hop. Like they literally like took a fucking curling iron and like curled her bangs under, but they didn't like comb them through and like separate them. So they looked terrible. Just terrible. I was like, they looked like she was like from the 50s, the way they curled them under. So my aunt, one of my aunts, because they're so fucking vain, these people, and all they care about is looks. Because to me, it wasn't even important. I know my mom probably would have been bothered, but I felt bad even asking them to do anything about it. And I said, you know what? It is what it is. It's not about her fucking hair. But my aunts went and asked. And then my brother came up to me and he's like, Aunt, whatever, and whatever, went asked to fix her fucking hair. And I'm like, whatever, dude. Who cares? I was like a zombie at my mom's wake. I was like totally just fucking numb. I was like, I had cried for so many days at that point. I just couldn't even deal with anything. I was so defeated and just tired and exhausted. It was like the worst day. Hold on, my chat disappeared. This dog, I'm gonna like put a muzzle on him. I swear. He's so annoying. Anyway, I think I have to end this in a moment because I'm starving. Hairdresser did my hair. Yeah. Oh, they did your hair too? I didn't care. I didn't care how I looked at my mom's wig. I just couldn't. I just wanted to get it over with. The worst part of miserable fucks is when they create a toxic environment and cause others emotional stress solely for money and greed. You're right. Happy, happy, happy. That's usually what it's about. It's usually for that. Listen, if you look at views, right? If you go on people's channels and you look at their views on their regular videos, and then you go to their drama videos and you see that the views are like way higher. I mean, it's not a secret that if you sit on here and tear somebody down, you're going to get views, man. You're going to get views. You're going to have fucking 600 people in your chat. Anybody could do that, right? But the people that are in there, they're only there for the shit show. They're not there for you. They're not there for your content. They're there for the shit show of you telling somebody off and going crazy on them. So you need to ask yourself if you want to be part of that or you don't, because it's not worth it. I know certain people around here are basically like begging for a video to be made about them so they could be relevant again. So why would somebody do that? Why would you put yourself out there and give an asshole what they want? You know what I'm saying? No thanks. Why pay attention to people who only bring negativity to the table? There's no fucking reason. Ignore him. Rise above it after a while. I wish my mom knew my son. However, I wouldn't have my son if she was still alive. Maybe life would have been different. That's interesting. Remy, your life could take a different course. Yeah, so true. I just wish my mom got to see how awesome Jesse got at hockey. Like that, like fucking is so sad to me that she missed out. Cause like when she never even got to see him play hockey. Shit, what am I saying? She never even saw him on a hockey rink. Holy shit. I just realized that. Cause when she was dying that year, he was 3 and he was just learning how, not even learning, I'll just say he was skating. He was just starting skating. So she knew he could skate really well, but that was it. She never actually saw him in a hockey thing. And I remember bringing him to his first like hockey game and I was like crying because I was thinking of my mom and I'm like, oh my God, like she never saw this. Like she never even got to see this kid on the rink and know what a fucking like natural talent this kid is. You know, like I've never seen it. You hear people talk about that shit all the time. Somebody being gifted or talented or something. And you don't really understand what it is until you have a kid that has it. And then you're like, I was talking about this with someone last night. Like I never taught my son how to skate. He put skates on and just taught himself moves, how to skate, how to spin around at 3 years old. Like that's not normal. He taught me how to fucking turn around on skates. I didn't even know how to turn around really. He taught me. So I remember being at the ice rink and I'm like, holy shit, my 5-year-old son is teaching me how to turn around on fucking skates right now. Like how is this? It's like amazing. How is a 5-year-old teaching me something? It's like crazy. But she missed all that and it sucks, It sucks that she missed all that. Who, Mega Muffs, they're not worth talking about garbage people or saying their names, What do you mean, Catherine? I'm saying there's only a certain amount of time you could feed in. Like, there's only like a certain amount you could feed into the bullshit, right? So, certain people here want attention. And so they'll purposely get themselves involved in shit to get themselves the attention that they want. And then you could reply or respond to it, but you got to leave it kind of somewhere. You got to, at some point in time, you have to go, okay, you know what? I'll respond and then I got to move on. I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with this person because I think we've all been here long enough to know how that goes. Like, it's just going to keep escalating and escalating until somebody eventually ends up getting hurt or some real life shit's done to them. And so why even feed into that and get into this tit for tat game of, I told my cousins this when they were little, okay? Because when they broke up with their boyfriends, I had another cousin who was giving them advice at the, they're young. They're like in, middle school and they're asking, or high school, whatever, asking like, what do I do when I break up with my boyfriend? My one cousin gives my little cousin advice. And this was her advice, right? She was like, wear the shortest, tightest skirt you can, like go to school and get it all done up and whatever. And make that guy see what he's missing. Like, and, flirt with every other guy And I was like, I told my cousin when she told me that my other cousin gave her this advice, I was like, dude, that is the worst fucking advice I've ever heard in my life. And I'm like, I'm going to give you a very solid piece of advice right now. Do not listen to cousin so and so. That's your best advice. That's the best advice. So if she gives you advice, you pretty much do the exact opposite of what she gives you as advice. And so I told my little cousin, I said, you know what you do? Pretend like he doesn't exist. Don't go flirting with guys in front of him, because you know what that's going to do? You're going to go flirt with a guy in front of him, and then he's going to go and like flirt with your friend. And then that's going to only hurt you. When you go to piss her off by flirting with somebody, then it's going to hurt you in the end, because then he's going to do something to trump you. And you're going to get involved in this buildup of trying to get back at each other constantly for the next, God knows how long. And in the end, you're going to be the one who ends up more hurt. So that's the worst fucking advice I've ever heard. Don't listen to her. Don't get yourself into a competition of back and forth with somebody that's just going to escalate and hurt you more in the end. So it's like the same thing here, right? Exactly. And when I get into the next part of my series, you'll see that I had to do that myself. Start ignoring. Because when you ignore somebody who really, really wants your attention, it's so much more satisfying than talking about them. Because that's like temporary. It gives you, maybe you might feel good right in that moment when you do that. But in the long run, it's not going to really serve you any. Trust me. Jem, you can't change other people. You can't. They're going to do with them, and that's cool. Let them do it. And also, I look at this, and a lot of other creators and people that are getting trashed need to look at this too, right? In the whole grand scheme of things, right? I have what, 4,000 something subs, right? Subscribers. I hate saying subs. So there's this small group of people that used to follow me that now, have this hatred towards me, and they don't like me, and they're very angry with me, right? But in the grand scheme of things, they're only a very small percentage of everybody. So if those 40, 50, 100 people don't like me, who really gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? Now they want me to believe that, oh, nobody supports you anymore, makeup mobster. Nobody likes you anymore. But no, you guys are nobody. That's who's nobody, right? So I don't really give a shit if 40, 50, 60 people don't like me anymore. It's out of us 4,000 people. That's really not that many people, right? So who cares if that 40 people believe some bullshit that's being said about me? Do I really give a shit? No, not really. If they're dumb enough to believe it, I don't really want those people following me. Like, if you're dumb enough to believe things just because they're being said, and there's no way to prove them, and there's no proof behind them, that's your fucking problem. I don't need people that are that dumb and gullible behind me. I just don't. I don't want those kind of people around me. So I'm okay with that if they don't like me. Please, you did me a favor, actually. It's kind of like the trash taking itself out. So you have to remember that, because people want you to believe that you're a piece of shit, right? And you could fall into it, or you could just ignore it and remember to yourself, hey, I got tons of support over here, right? And there's a small little population of idiots that don't like me. Oh, well, you know, oh, well, who cares what those 40 people believe? Like, look at the source. I always say that. Look at the source. Look at where the lies are coming from, and then look at the people that are believing them. Do you really give a shit what those people think about you? That's how you have to think. Do you want people around you that are so gullible and easy to manipulate, and people who can't think for themselves, or people who don't seek out answers for themselves? No, I don't want people like that around me at all. In no way do I want people that stupid around me. And this is her. What is wrong? You know what, Tiffany? That's that's okay. That's fine. That's what she wants to do. Again, right. She's embarrassing herself. Doesn't matter. She's embarrassing herself. As she is such a thin-skinned, pathetic. Yeah, she's very thin-skinned. That is true. Okay, people with thick skin know how to ignore things and press on. People with thin skin have to respond to everything that's said about them. There's a difference. So, there's so many. I mean, all I have to do really is look at the comments under my videos, right? And that right there just tells me that I have plenty of support, no matter how much these people try to convince me that I changed and I'm different and I'm not the same person I was. I know that that's not true. Nobody's going to convince me of me. Only I know me. I know myself better than anybody else here is going to know me, right? So a bunch of strangers aren't going to convince me of anything about myself because I know who I am, so you're not going to make me think, oh my gosh, you're not going to get me to start questioning myself. I've been there and done that in the past with my own family. And if I could realize that that was happening in my own family and stand above it, I could do it on YouTube for sure. So I certainly won't be sharing my sympathy or wasting my positivity on Mona. You know what, Tiffany? Um, and I believe this wholeheartedly. Mona comes here, right, for a reason. She comes here for a reason. And I know Mona always liked me. She always liked me until recently. And I believe Mona still does like me because she wouldn't come here and try to participate in my chats if she didn't like me, right? If she didn't care about me in some way. So, her coming here and talking with us, that's fine. And if she goes over there, hey, that's her problem. She's got to deal with that. I really don't care if she comes here. You know what? If she comes back, I will support her if she acts nice in here. And if she goes over there, that's her problem. She has to learn for herself. We're not going to teach her. So she has to see it for herself. That's all right. I don't care, Tiffany. Which again, look at the source. It's a stranger on YouTube that, sorry. Clearly, she's dealing with something. I mean, she just kind of said it in here. So maybe that should help us all have a little bit more understanding of who she is as a person and that she's going through something painful. And maybe YouTube became a place where she gets that pain out in different ways. I mean, that's all right. I never, and I made this clear the other day, I never tell any of my friends where to go or who to subscribe to or who to talk to. Do I warn people? Fuck yeah. Because if I've seen a shitty, abusive pattern of behavior from people, of course I'm going to try to warn my friends. I would be a shitty friend if I didn't warn my friends, right? What kind of friend would I be if I allowed my friend to get manipulated by somebody? You know, um, Em said the other day, she's like, I never asked Makeup Officer for support or to stand up for me. And she's 100% right. She never did. She never actually came to me and asked me, Makeup Officer, can you go stand up for me in this chat or that chat? But she has come to me several times, you know, worried or with anxiety or fear or whatever that, she's getting attacked or something's going to happen to her. And if I wasn't a good friend, I would be like, oh, well, chick, you're on your own. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm a good friend, I stand up for her, right? And I put my neck out on the line for her because I don't like to see my friends getting shit on. And then when they come to me telling me they don't know what to do, because I know their personality type and it's not a personality type that's going to do the things that I do or handle things the way that I handle them, of course I'm going to help her. You know, I feel like I have no choice if somebody's coming to me and telling me that they're scared or worried or, afraid something's going to happen to them. I feel like I'm given no choice in that situation but to stand up for somebody, right? Because that's what a good friend would do in that situation, I think. But I might have been raised differently. I don't know. And again, I try to really understand other people's situations. I've never told her the once, hey, don't talk to this person. Don't talk to that person. But at the same time, when you see somebody constantly in chats trashing you and lying about you, and then you see your friend talking to that person, it's a little confusing. She lives at the Ringling Brothers Circus. Who is that? Danielle. What's Danielle asking? Oh, her channel. Yeah. Yeah, no, we're not sharing that here. Sorry, Danielle. Well, she was in the chat. It's a combination of names. That's the what, Biggie? Yep. Yep. So soft Twinkie villain playing the villain. Prepare for this rap killing. Exactly, Julie. And that's not me trying to be hood. That's just me. That's just who I am. Sorry if you don't like it. Why am I mentioned? Susan, that's a good question. That's a good question. Well, here, I'll give you a little my opinion. I might be wrong, but it could be because at one time you supported that person and now you coming over here and talking to me is like basically validating what everybody says about that person. You know what I'm saying? And then it's validating that I'm a better person. And so that can't be, right? It can't be that you're a shitty person, not you, but the other person. And so they can't have that because it makes them in their overinflated image of themselves. That makes them look like a bad person, even though it's just fucking YouTube, right? And who really gives a shit at the end of the day? I don't think that what I did was horrible. I contributed to this chat. I stayed for a while. I appreciated the kindness I received here. I left and found another chat. Now I'm being crucified, but why? Nobody's crucifying you, Mona. I just said, hey, somebody else said it, not me. So you're not being crucified, because if you were being crucified, we would be, nailing you to the cross or some shit. We're not doing that. We're just saying it's confusing, and that's okay. I said it's fine. That's what you want to do. I don't tell people what to do. I don't tell them where to go. I understand that people here enjoy the shit show, and of course they're gonna go into the shit show on other chats. I get it. I get it. It's entertaining. Let's be realistic. Easter decorations. I don't have any Easter decorations, but thank you. That's what people. I heard somebody talking about my Adidas outfits, and then I saw somebody in a chat the other day going, why does she wear fingerless gloves in her house? And I'm like, dude, am I in the Twilight Zone right now? Fingerless gloves? Is that really, like, if that's what you have to say negative about me, I must be doing pretty good, right? I must be doing pretty good. If you have to pick on my gloves. Oh my God. Shut up, Snoop. Stop. I must be doing pretty damn good then, right? If fingerless gloves is like what you guys can talk about. I mean, if that's what you care about, hey, who am I to say, right? Petty is right. Exactly, Andy. It's just petty bullshit. Like, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, somebody made fun of my fingerless. I'm never wearing them again. I'm so embarrassed. My fingerless gloves. Fuck. I'll wear them every day. Everywhere I go. I'll even fucking wear them during the summer. How you like that? How you like that? I wear fingerless gloves because I smoke and I'm freezing always. And not always. I'm sweating actually right now. But I smoke, and so I don't want, it's kind of hard to smoke with regular gloves on. So I wear fingerless gloves. Sorry if that offends you, but I do. Oh, she was picking on my holiday decorations. She's just jealous. Let's be real. My holiday decorations are fucking thebomb.com. Sorry, but they are. See, like something like that. Who would pick on somebody for their decorations? Are you jealous of my decorations? Because I would be if I was you. But because I get very jealous when I see people's houses that are like way better than mine on Halloween. I'm like, damn, I wish that was my house. So the entire outfit and your hair that day looked great. I don't even remember. And then, yeah, my Adidas outfit's like, Adidas is so 1993. Actually, I think you need to revisit some stores, right? Because even in Macy's, if you go in their juniors department, they actually moved all the Adidas and Nike stuff, at least in my Macy's, down there to the front, which usually the stuff that's put in the front is like the most popular fashion-wise. And so that's why it was put in the front. But like, I don't know, since when did wearing activewear become out of style? I don't know. I mean, I try to like to look put together. I don't want to walk around looking like a slob, so whatever. But hey, right? Is it on sale everywhere? Yeah. They aren't dating you, so why do they care? I don't know, Long Island girl. It's very strange. I dig those clothes. They obviously aren't current on fashion trends. I mean, I don't even care if they were in style or not in style. I would wear them either way because I wear them because I just like them. I just like Fingers gloves. Oh, they're gonna be really annoyed when they see my new Adidas jacket. Hold on, I'll have to show you guys. They're gonna like have a fucking meltdown. Oh my god! Look at her new Adidas jacket. I'm so offended by it. So offended by her new Adidas tracksuit jacket. Oh my god. I love it though. Hold on. Oh yeah. Hold on. I'm so offended by her Adidas. How could she? How could she? How dare she try to be stylish and comfortable at the same time? She's such a piece of shit, makeup mobster. Hold on. Oh, fuck. Wait, I don't even want you guys to see me right now because I'm such a mess. Is that it? Yeah, there it is. Ooh. How offensive is this going to be to people? It's gold. It's got gold sleeves and a gold logo. And it's even got a shell for a fucking zipper. God, people must be so offended right now. Lululemon. I never tried that. I gotta try that one. Are people out here really offended by how you dress? I guess so. I don't know. I guess so. Puss in Boots. No, I see you, girl. If you were blocked in here, we'd have a problem because I'd be pissed at whoever blocked you. But no, you're here. We got you, girl. We see you. Cats meow. You still here? This is a riot. They're so offended by my Adidas. Did you know there was a murder in a Lululemon store? No, that sucks. God, what is this world coming to? My ex-husband hated it. Hated what? Beef eggs. Hold on. I missed it because I was showing my offensive jacket. Yes, Crazy Nurse Granny. I did realize that they were talking about that, and I find that very weird because I would never discuss such a thing on my lives because I have respect for my husband. But yeah, hey, that's what you want to talk about. 3 times. I don't know when they said, they're like, they said round 3. And I was like, how did you do that while you were on live panel after live panel after live panel? Like, when did you have time? But hey, who am I to ask, right? I have an Ed, wait, Fergus, I never saw that word before. Eidetic memory? What does that mean? I have a good memory. It is pricey, Adidas, but it doesn't have to be. You could buy it at if that's what you're talking about. You could buy it at Marshall's, Macy's. I mean, I got that jacket from Macy's and I paid full price for it. Because if there's something that I see that I absolutely love, I'll pay the money for it. Oh, KB Bells, that's great news. In case you guys didn't see, her comment says, just stopped in to say our daughter came home today. I'm so happy she's asleep and I keep checking on her like she's an infant. Oh my God, you must feel so good. I'm so happy to hear that. I am so happy to hear that, KB Bells. That's great news. I'm so, so happy. And she's probably happy to be home too. So, and to be with her mom. Because I swear to God, even as a grown ass woman, when my husband and I first moved in, come on, Sue. And we got, we were living in this apartment. I got really sick one night. I had like food poisoning and I was projectile vomiting. I mean, I never got this sick in my entire life. I don't know what I had. It could have been like a flu or something, but I wanted my mom, like still. I made her come to the emergency room with me. And that's how awesome my mom was, that I called her up at like, I don't even remember what time it was. It was probably like 1:00 in the morning. And I was like, Mom, I need you to come. And she fucking jumped in her car and came and got me and brought me to the emergency room because she was that fucking awesome. Is this my husband and son coming home? Because I'm going to end this if they are coming home. But yeah, thank God. I'm so happy to hear that, KB Bells. That's amazing. Whew. What a week you had. I'm sure you're happy to just be home and hopefully she'll make a full recovery and this will just be something in the past. I hope my grief hasn't been invalidated because I left here and laughed at it. Mona, no, I don't think she was trying to invalidate your grief at all. I'm sorry. You didn't offend anybody, Mona. You didn't offend me, but I think what she was trying to say is like, it's just, we gave, people in here gave you support and, we treated you nicely. And then to go in there, and I understand, it's funny, but maybe it was offensive to some people. But it is what it is. You do your thing, girl. That's how I feel. But no, that certainly doesn't invalidate your grief and your feelings at all. No. I think maybe for some people, though, they might feel like, wow, I just supported this person. And then they turned around and kind of shit on, you know, I don't know. I can't speak for other people, but how it looks, that's what for you to figure out. But I don't think anybody uh invalidated your grief because that's very, very valid. I may or may have not went in my bathroom and bawled my eyes out when she settled. Yeah, KB Bells, I can only imagine, girl. You're probably feeling a very big sense of relief too. Just being home, and hospitals are just not fun. And you need that sometimes. You absolutely need that. And it's all right. Sometimes you just got to get a good cry out, You probably held your shit together the whole week and you probably needed that. Just get it out. And now you could go back to doing what you have to do to help her get 100%. So, and yeah, Mona, no one can invalidate your grief. Okay, it was a poor choice of words. You were not crucifying me. And it wasn't you, Makeup Monster. It's Tiffany Marine. I don't know why she has this thing. She just doesn't like me. And that's okay. Well, Mona, I'm just going to put this out here. And again, I don't want to speak for her. I don't know. I think she might not be in the chat right now. But I just wanna put this out there. I think it's because, and I think this goes for a lot of other people. Um, when you see people kind of hanging out with people that are being shitty to people that you care about, it's very confusing. So you're in a chat, and really, Mona, I've always liked you. I really have. Up until, and it's not that I dislike you now. It's just that, I try to understand what your issue is with me, because I don't think I've ever done anything personally to you, right? But you seem to be very supportive of people that are hateful towards me, right? So and Tiffany too. So she's my friend, so she's going to care about me seeing you in chats with these people that are just being horrible to both of us. It's kind of like you go along with it, kind of makes people look at you a little sideways. Do I care at the end of the day? No, you're a grown woman, you could do whatever you want. But I think that's probably why. She's probably seen you saying some not so nice things, maybe about me, maybe about her. And that's probably why, if I had to guess. But you do what you want, Mona. This is a free world. Mm. And I know that you appreciate some of the people over there, and you've made connections, and that's cool. That's fine. But here's the thing, you can't expect everybody to be like, it's kind of like, I've warned somebody about a specific person, right? Because every time this person comes into this other person's life, they always end up in tears. So it's like, dude, you got to stay away from that person. I helped you with this person 2 times now, 3 times, I think, right? And I kind of helped you get out of a situation. The fourth time, I kind of have to stop feeling bad for you. Like, you need to learn your lesson with this person now. Stop answering this person's texts or phone calls or whatever, because every time they come into your life, they have this pattern of fucking you over. They don't change. They might change, they might seem like they changed, but their core personality really never changes. And I think a year's time is a long enough time to see that in somebody, right? Time and time again, they've fucked you over. So why do you keep going back to that person? Just doesn't make any sense. Um, I miss the fun banter too, but it's not the same anymore. It all turns to shit. Well, Mona, I don't think this turned to shit though. I mean, I don't think this turned to shit at all. You know what happens, Mona, if you don't go over there after being, and I think you know this, you didn't go over there after being in here, you know that you're going to be like shunned from the crowd, right? If you don't participate in their shit. Ultimately, you will get shunned for being in here and getting along with people. So you're 100% right about that. The info. Wait, what? I have noticed one of the things that happens in miscommunication when people are chat hopping. They often get the info wrong and it starts wars. Oh, I thought you wrote Star Wars. Sorry. I was hoping you would decorate for Easter. Well, I don't mean to disappoint you, but I probably won't decorate for Easter. I really just only do, what up, John? I only do usually Halloween and Christmas. Thank you, Puss in Boots. Thank you, girl. I'm going to put that towards the new Adidas tracksuit. No. um, Thank you. I really appreciate that. We've had our great live today, commiserating and sharing our grief stories. Exactly, B-Fergs. Exactly. And people try to turn it into a shit show. And we're trying to, it's not something I normally do. Well, thank you for sharing, Mona. We appreciate it. We really do. Really, really do. She has some difficult PT and then the court case ahead. Yeah, KB Bells, what's going to happen with that? With the driver of the other vehicle? Yeah, the court won't be as bad as the pain that she just suffered. So prepare yourself. And again, I told you there's somebody, I think you guys should connect. Somebody that I'm friends with here. I even decorated for Valentine's Day. Susan, my son kept asking me, and I went to Target to look for Valentine's Day decorations. They didn't have anything. I was like, what the frick? Guess I have to start Pinteresting Valentine's Day. I might put something up for Easter just for my son because he loves it. He loves it. That's why I go overboard with my decorations, because my mom used to do that when I was a kid, and I knew how much I appreciated it. And so my son loves Halloween. I mean, that's his favorite holiday. So I pretty much, that's the one he loves. That's the one that I go above and beyond for. Yes, KB Bells, I will do that today, actually. I'll definitely get that to you. It seems I paid for it immediately upon leaving. I always have one foot in the door wherever I am. Anyway. All right, Mona. Thank you. I think it was just confusing, Mona. I don't, I think it's confusing to some people, but it's okay. It's okay. I forgive you. I don't really think there's anything to forgive you for, but you could go wherever you want again. I think it was just hurtful to her to see you participating in a place where I was just being trashed after you came here and we were being very supportive of you. And I don't think she's being completely unreasonable at all for feeling that way. It's sad. Oh, it's better than me. We bake too. Ooh, see, that's one thing I got to get down. Susan is baking. I'm a better baker than I am cooking. I enjoy it more. I'll put it that way. Because I like decorating the cupcakes and stuff. I got to show you guys one day all the cupcakes I've made. I had that book. I should put this in my Amazon store, this book, because it's freaking amazing. It's called Hello Cupcake. And then there's another one called, what's the other one called? What's New Cupcake or something like that. And oh my God, they're so freaking cool, the cupcakes. That book started a revolution, I think, in the baking world. Because the book is old. I've had it for quite some time now. Probably got it in the early 2000s. And it really did. It changed things, And some of them are really hard. Some of them are easy, but they have some really cool cupcakes. I've made a few of them. I made one of them was it was so cute. It looked like Easter bunny. So you take circus peanuts and then you so basically it looks like the Easter bunny is crawling into a hole, right? So you make the cupcake looks like grass, and then you take circus peanuts and you put sunflower seeds. What was the other little piece in the middle? I don't know. You make it look like the bottom of a bunny's foot, the pads, And then you take marshmallows and dip them in corn syrup and then put nonpareils over them. And it makes it look like the little cotton ball tail. And so I did those. Those were probably my best ones that I did. And then which other ones did I do? I did cats for my cousin. It was her sweet 16. And she's we always used to, we had this little joking banter that we used to go back and forth with because I love dogs and she loves cats. And then she doesn't like dogs and I don't really care for cats. So we used to go back and forth. So I made her cat cupcakes. Those were cute. And then which other ones did I do? Oh, those were the hardest ones. Okay. The other ones were for Easter. It was, they're basically, the cupcakes look like chicks. That one was freaking so hard. I have a picture somewhere, so I'll have to show you guys. Maybe I'll post them in my community page. I got to find all the pictures, but they were fun. They were definitely fun to do. Still here just cooking dinner. Yeah, Tiff, Mona's very bothered by what you said. So I'm trying to explain to her. Not speaking for you, but just explaining to how it might have made you feel seeing her in here with so much support and then going into a chat where, I'm being whatever and how that might have made you feel because it's kind of confusing to some of us. But at the end of the day, oh, I hate Peeps, Beth. I hate them. Just like I hate candy corns. I hate candy corns. They taste like, ugh. They're so gross. I just hate them. I hate the texture. I hate the taste. And I don't like Peeps either. And I love marshmallows. I don't know why. I just don't like Peeps. And I hate those Cadbury eggs. My brother used to love those things. Did you make home Tally Girl? Yeah, the homemade. See, that's what I love about this book. Hello Cupcake. I almost said Hello Starlight. Jesus. Hello Cupcake. Uh it the recipes are all used with, they give you a recipe, you can make your own, but they all, even the frosting, everything is all made with you know store bought, cake mix. So, and frosting, you could modify it in some cases, like add food coloring or whatever, but all of the recipes are for homemade. I mean, not homemade, the box cupcakes, which is nice. So simple. It's more about the decorating than it is about the actual baking, And I don't know. I think the store bought, like when I eat cupcakes that are come from like a bakery, I hate the frosting. I like the store frosting. It's 10 times better. I'm sorry. It just is. I don't like that what is it called? Buttercream? I don't know. It's too sweet. I tried doing a fondant. Is that what it is? Fondant cake for my grandmother's birthday. Oh my God, what a disaster that was. I was up crying. I literally put my tears into this cake. I was up at like, I don't even know what time in the morning, because I told my aunts and everybody, like, don't get a cake. I'm going to make the cake for my grandmother's birthday, right? So, like, they're all depending on this cake. And I was literally crying. My husband wakes up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting at the kitchen table hysterically crying over this cake because it just was not coming out the way I wanted it to. Fondant is a bitch. Bitch. But everybody enjoyed it. So I guess that's what matters in the end. You love the buttercream icing. See, I don't care for it, but I love like the store bought Duncan Hines or Betty Crocker or whoever the fuck makes it frosting. I love it. It's so good. Ugh, it's so good. Yeah, fondant's gross anyway. Might look cool, but it don't taste fucking very good. Yes, Tiffany personally think you were a real ass friend and very loyal. Yes, she is. Me against the world. She is. Contrary to what some idiots say or put on videos that are just ridiculous. Never mind. I'm not going to get into it. We have Carlo's Bakeries and it's so expensive and not that great. Yeah. Is that the guy from Cake Boss? That sounds like something I would do. Cry over a cake. Oh, yeah, Tony. I was like crying and like it just was not coming out the way I wanted it to. And it was terrible. It was just terrible. And that was the last time I ever fucked around with something like that. Ariel doll cake. Oh my God. The doll ended up lying on top. Yeah, I would love to take, I know Michael's has a cake making class and I would love to take it because I enjoy that. We got an awesome cake last year for my son's birthday. Actually my ex-boyfriend from like high school, his mom, went and took the class at Michael's and turned it into a business. And she makes cakes all the time. I mean, she's like so busy, this woman, that she is booked out like months for these cakes. So I asked her if she could do something for, Jesse's birthday, because last year was the first time we ever had a birthday party for him because his birthday's New Year's Eve. So it's like kind of hard time of year to have a party. And then, the 2 years prior, we were dealing with my mom being sick and all that. So it was kind of hard for us. And so we finally had a party for him and we did ice skating, of course, because what else would we do, right? And she made the freaking most awesome like cake ever. It was a jersey. It was actually like an Islanders jersey. And it came out so good. Oh my God. And everybody loved it. It was expensive, but it was good. It was good. Yeah, basically tally. Fondant's just like kind of a hard sugar, like dough. It's like weird. Doesn't taste all that great. I love decorating and making food, but I'm not a baker. Yeah, see, that's me. I'm not good at the baking. I'm just not a good, I don't know. Like baking is easy because, like, right, you're only really working on like the one thing that you're baking. Like to make a meal cooking wise, like, and you have like rice and then you have potato chips. Like, I get like overwhelmed in the kitchen very easily because I'm not. Maybe it's probably because of my ADHD. It's just very overwhelming to have all these different things and the timing and all that. It gets me very stressed out. Very stressed out. I hate it too because I wish I loved cooking like my mom did, but I just don't. The almond essence, yes. Peach Dave, level-headed 23 to 24 hours, yeah. I might run across the street to grab a box of Duncan Hines chocolate cake mix. Fergs, I'm going to send you a picture. I'm going to send you a picture, and you are going to be like, thank you, Liana, so much. Because they sell these things called mug cakes. I personally like the Betty Crocker ones, but they're so good. You can make yourself literally like this mini cake in a mug. It's so good. It tastes just like if you just want a cupcake or something, you literally put it in the microwave. You like add water to it and put it in the microwave. And then it comes with they never give you enough frosting, but it's enough. It does the job. But I put mine in a little mini like ramekin. What do you call those things? Like a little bowl, because the mug gets too deep sometimes. You can't get the frosting all the way down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm making sense right now. So I try to stretch it out so it's like wider. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Go get these things. They're called mug cakes. I think they're Duncan Hines has one and they're okay, but I like the Betty Crocker ones are 10 times better. 10 times better. I was very blessed with amazing people in her life. That doesn't happen. I try to keep myself surrounded with good people, me against the world. Like, if I sense that something is off about somebody, I usually avoid them. You know, that's not to say that, I mean, because there's a lot of people that might have some issues, but they're still good people. I'm saying if something's very off about a person, I try to just separate myself from that person then. Um, so it's kind of my choice. I really dislike cooking meat. Yeah, Toodles. Ugh. Oh, beef eggs. Trust me. I've been craving chocolate all week. All week. I need to stop eating so much of it. I love peanut butter too. Peanut butter and chocolate together, even better. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can make a box cake and pre-made cookies, LOL, from scratch. Ugh, I don't have the patience. Yeah, Kim, I'm with you, girl. I'm with you, girl. Ooh, cheese. I love cheesecake. That's what I love. Cheesecake, but I like the New York cheesecake. I hate Italian cheesecake, which I should love, obviously, but I don't. I just don't like the texture of it. New York, because I think it's made with ricotta, and I'd rather have it with cream cheese, which is what a New York cheesecake is made with. Oh, shut up, Snoop, already. Sorry, I know I'm like starving right now. I shouldn't even be talking about food. I'm dying over here, waiting for my husband to call me and ask me if I want dinner. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go. I've been eating Panera like it's going out of style because I just keep getting salads. So, also, if they hate you, you're probably a great person. Wait, what? If they hate you, you're probably a great person. That's funny. I know, I'm so hungry. MM is one of the most amazing. Thank you, B Fergs. And The sentiment is the same to you. You are definitely one of the people that I sincerely value that I met here. I mean, I don't like the strawberries on it. The cake, the cheesecake. I know it's so weird. Key lime cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. I never go there. I gotta go there. We have one right by us, and we never go because I've had two bad experiences there. So I never go there. They have quite a big menu too, don't they? I don't know. I haven't been there in so long. Maybe I should go there and get some cheesecake. Actually, one of the pizzerias around here has oh my god, their cheesecake. I'm not their cheesecake, their cannolis. Oh, they're so good. They have that little hint of lemon in them. Oh my god, they're so good. I love cannolis. They're so good. So good. Ooh, try it again. Carrot cake. I don't care for carrot cake. I gotta try that again. Yeah, right, Tally Girl. The menu is a book. It's like a freaking big book. That's what I remember. I haven't been there in years. I've been craving hibachi. I want to go to. Oh my god, we have the best hibachi place over here. So good. We go there for like if it's anybody's birthday or anything. It's like that's where we go. That's our spot that we go to. Oh shit. Not gonna be able to go this year. Not gonna be here. That sucks. I'm gonna have to make sure I get there before my birthday, I guess. I lost my chat. I'm starving right now talking about all this food. That's like when you go food shopping when you're starving and you spend like so much more money than you want to spend because everything looks so good when you're walking through the supermarket and you're starving. You're like, oh my god, that looks so good. Ooh, I'm gonna make this and I'm gonna make that, and then you never even end up making half of the shit you bought. Does anybody else do that? Just me? Oh yeah, beef eggs, yes, with the dusted powdered sugar. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, so good. Cheesecake Factory. Ooh, meatloaf. Interesting. I gotta try that. My dad used to make the freaking bomb ass meatloaf. It was so good. So good. I have the recipe somewhere. I gotta find it. Because it seriously was so freaking good. Pizza L, Kim A, I don't know. No, I don't think so. What, for Easter? Mm-mm. I don't think we ever made that. Throw everything in the cart. Yep, you go crazy when you're hungry. Yes, the filet mignon. Oh my god, the filet mignon at this hibachi place with the sauce. They give you this. The guy told us once that it's like this white sauce. It's actually for seafood, but we just put everything in it. It's made for it's made with honeydew melon. I know that sounds like so weird. It's sweet, and I like that, Japanese cooking and even Chinese, like the mix of sweet and like salt. I don't know. It's so good. Oh my god. Their fried rice is so good. Ugh, I am torturing myself. What? Pizza Al, you saying? I definitely had them. Blueberry pudding cake. Ooh, I'm sorry. Like, I hate blueberries. I don't know why. I just hate them. I don't like something about them. I just don't like blueberries. I know it's weird, but I remember I used to go to this place, to Dunkin' Donuts, and I'd get the chocolate chip muffin because it's so freaking good. Ugh, they have like this sugar on the top, like the big sugar crystals. And then I'd bite into it and I'd be like, oh, this is blueberry. Oh, I hate blueberries. I don't know why. I just can't. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, it's like, that's like the worst thing that could happen to you in life, that you think you're eating a chocolate chip and you bite into it and it's a blueberry. Oh, me too, Tiffany. I'm starving right now. Raise your hand if you're hungry now. Yeah, with that said, I'm going to probably end this because I really do need to get myself something to eat because I don't know where my husband and my son are. They went to a hockey. I took the day off because all I've been doing is hockey momming it. So I was like, hey, I'm taking a day off from hockey. I even went to my husband's hockey game. Oh my God, they got killed last night. 8-0. It was embarrassing. But I think red velvet cake is a thing everywhere. Oh, yeah. I'm making chicken enchiladas. Ooh, I want to make tacos. I've been wanting to make tacos. My husband's been working at night, so like I really haven't been cooking anything. I mean, I'll make me and Jesse something every once in a while, but he doesn't eat a lot of stuff, so I would make hot dogs for us or something. I'm pretty simple to feed. I don't require that much. Go ahead, Snoop. Go. Come on. So I've been wanting to make like tacos and like good stuff, pork chops, like those kinds of things. But my husband's working at night, so it's like, what's the point? I'm not gonna make all this food for just me and Jesse. So anyway, all right, I'm gonna end this so I can get myself dressed and go eat something. But thank you everybody who hung in here, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Stay away from the bullshit. Stay away from the bullshit. And we'll see you guys. And thank you for the super chats. I very, very, very much so appreciate them. And see you guys in the next one. Have a good night.